meet Sagittarius. Sagittarius sun sign, rising sign, and or moon sign. Look at my messy fan. This is a 2-week reading for all you Sagittarius starting today, the 25th of November, 2023. I'm going to give this deck a nice clean cut, and we'll see what the cards say for all of you gorgeous Sagittarius. We start out with a 10 of swords. Is that right? 2, 4, 6, 8, 10. Yes. Followed by that beautiful Empress card. And then the King of Cups. You're doing great. Don't worry about this 10 of swords. It's over. But when it comes up like this, I always like to remind everybody that the 10 of swords, the motto is live by the sword, die by the sword. And all that means is when the 10 of swords comes up, you had a hand in it somewhere. So even though it's over, it's a good idea to maybe analyze it a little bit, to just say, okay, where did I play a part in that? I'm not saying it's all your fault or any of that stuff, but where did I play a part in that, and how can I kind of tweak my thoughts or my behavior or my interactions with certain things in my life to avoid whatever that is from happening again. And then also be grateful that it's in the past and it's over, so that you're not distracted from all this wonderful energy that you are entering into right now. This prosperous energy of the Empress is beautiful. It's all about poise and serenity and allowing your good to come to you rather than you going out and searching for it. Allowing it to come to you. Just think of the magnet being drawn through the sand, and there's always a perfect pattern of iron that comes up when you do that. And so all of your good is showing up in the perfect pattern. And the way to keep that magnetism is through poise, through your poise and your serenity. And that is reiterated with this King of Cups, Sagittarius. That is your spiritual mastery. So it's apparent that many of you have been working very diligently on yourselves, really doing some amazing work on yourselves. And that could be where some of this sword stuff came up, because a lot of times when you work on yourself, people think, oh, I'm doing all that of spiritual work, so everything's great now, right? So that means that only good will happen. No. When we do a lot of spiritual stuff on ourselves, we tend to start to notice the stuff in our psyche that's not so great, right? Because we're no longer defending what's not so great about us. So when you stop defending what's not so great so that you can start having that spiritual upliftment, then you come to some interesting realizations about your behavior and about your thoughts and things like that maybe at first glance is a little bit of a sting. Right? And so that's okay. It's actually it's more than okay. It's wonderful, because love brings up everything that's not like itself in order to heal it, in order to release it. And all of this, what I'm seeing here, is spiritual love, is the power of love itself. And all of that work that you're doing on yourself is sort of like a big power wash to your soul. And so a lot of the gunk in your thinking, in your subconscious mind, has to come up to get released. And so that's what's been going on, right? So you just let it go. You just let it happen. You're doing great. This is a spiritual practice, a spiritual discipline. So that's really reiterating what I just said about some of your own sort of behaviors and some of your own ideas that are not the best things for to move forward with. You would have never known those things. You would have never uncovered those things had you not been working so hard. So we don't want to make a false assumption and say that spiritual work causes pain or something like that. No, it doesn't. It uncovers the pain that's already there so that you can get rid of it. It unmasks it. And that's what's going on and what has been going on. But it seems like you're moving beyond whatever this is. Well, this is the 9. So the 9 is talking about how what you don't want to do is assume that the future is going to be like the past. So whatever you've uncovered, whatever's been going on, whatever's been kind of a negative experience in your life, you don't want to assume that that's just going to keep recurring, because this is the worry card, and this is you worrying that this is going to not go away but get worse. And that's not the case. This is being purified. However, worry needs to be purified as well. Worry needs to be purified as well. Don't worry about it. There's nothing, I don't want you to be worried, Sag. You're doing great. You're doing great. And you want to know these things when they come up. It's wonderful, but you don't want to be worried that there's going to be more in the future. Let your future be. Let your future be in the future. Don't worry about your future. I always say, well, it depends on what your spiritual orientation is. I'm just going to use the word God just because it's sort of universal, but whatever you use, my future is in God's hands. My future is in God's hands. When you put your future in your higher power's hands, then you no longer are projecting your past into it. You're letting it be blessed. You're letting it be, your future be purified so that you don't have to worry about it anymore. So that's a good thing for you to do. Also, what you want to do is stop listening to people who don't know what the heck they're talking about. Sagittarius, you know what's right for you. You know what's right. You know what's good. You know what's real. You know what's true. You've been learning some really, really powerful and sometimes challenging and difficult lessons. Some of the people that you're trying to get your information from don't know what they're talking about, right? So don't listen to people. Listen to your higher self. Listen to your own experience. Learn your lessons and recognize that you are a master. You don't need to go asking for advice from these fakakta people that don't know what the heck they're talking about. They don't know anything like you do. So don't think of yourself as being like, oh, I don't know, I better ask the expert. You're the expert. This is you. You're the expert on you. You're the expert on your spiritual process. You're a master. That's you. Look at all the work you've been doing. Look at how diligently you've been working on yourself. And look at the challenging lessons that you've allowed yourself to learn. Right? You don't need to ask them for, well, what do you think? It's okay to ask, but be willing to know that people don't know what they're talking about half the time. Right? And not only that, but you don't want to allow yourself to get in the habit of assuming that people know what they're talking about. Because when you do that, then you stop questioning the external. And if you don't question the external, then you don't have access to the internal like you're gaining. Because what's going on inside of you is everything. What's going on inside of you is everything. And it's everything good. It's everything wonderful. Don't judge what's going on inside of you based on the fact that you had some painful experiences uncovered. Right? Those are leaving you. Those are because you're the master. Those things happen because you don't want to hold on to them anymore. So that's a type of mastery that whatever these sources are that you're listening to, they don't even know about that. Whoever these people are, or whatever these books are, or whatever it is that you're looking toward, right? What you want to listen to is your inner guide. Now, if you're listening to people that are telling you to look inside of you, they aren't this page. But this Page of Swords is not so much about them, it's about you. It's about your propensity to be snowed by people. You don't need to be snowed by people anymore. You're over that. You're done with that. Remind yourself frequently that people can't snow me. People can't lie to me. People can't pull one over on me because all I have is access to divine wisdom. Look at this. Spiritual process, spiritual practice, spiritual mastery, prosperity. Yes, you have some worry that you need to release. Yes, you had some hard lessons that you needed to go through, but you're doing great. These people or these sources, you don't have time for it, whatever that is. You don't have time for listening to theories right now. You don't have time to listen to philosophies about people that don't know anything. It's like somebody that's never been able to get out of debt telling you how to use how to trying to give you lessons in finance, right? Somebody that's never been in a relationship giving marriage advice, right? Just know that a lot of the people or the sources that purport to be there for you don't really know anything, and it's okay. And we're not putting them down. We're just saying you know more than they do about you, and you just know that you're wise. Know that your process has been going on for a long time, and you've been doing really good work. Don't judge yourself based on the fact that you might have had some negative experiences. In fact, those negative experiences, like I said before, are an unmasking and a releasing, and it's a testament to your spiritual mastery that you were able to go through that. Now, those things aren't meant to be recurring. So the worry needs to be rethought. There's nothing to worry about because you place your future in the hands of infinite intelligence, and your future is safe. Remind yourself of that as well. My future is safe. So you're not going to be going and looking to others for validation or for help where you already are the master. It'd be like Picasso going to, a kindergarten art class going, how do I draw? It wouldn't happen. So don't let that happen to you. You don't need to find out lessons in your spiritual process from people that have no clue. You have more than a clue. You're a master, and remind yourself of that. That's not egotistical. It's not arrogant. It's just the truth, because you've gone through so much work and so much learning, and that's yours. You can own that, right? So you don't need any validation from outside of yourself. You're doing great. All right, I will be back in 2 weeks for another reading. Thank you so much for being here, and thank you so very much to the amazing moderators, Heather and Sarah. We'll see you in 2 weeks, Sag. Blessed be.